Hey guys, Ormati here. How you all doing? So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the errors and bugs which are present in the stable version of Android 11 for the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now these are not necessarily bugs, but few of them are the way it has been implemented that is problematic to me. So I'll talk about them as we go ahead. So the number one issue which I was facing for quite some time was the Wi-Fi thing. Now this is not about the stable connection of Wi-Fi. This was about the scanning of Wi-Fi. So it was taking considerable amount of time to scan the Wi-Fi, which has been resolved in a few days. So I would like to ask you and you can write in the comments below if you are facing this issue and you are still facing it. It takes considerable amount of time to scan all the Wi-Fi's which are present. So I don't know if it's a bug or what, but now for me, if I'm doing it right now, so as you can see, it is taking time for, catching all the Wi-Fi's. And previously, it would take time to catch my own Wi-Fi, which was present in the home. So I don't know what the error was. So I would like you to comment in the comment section below that if you are facing this issue. Because now I think it has been resolved for me at least. I don't know how, but let's just see. The other people were talking about the Bluetooth issues, so I would like to tell you that in my device I'm not facing any drop connections on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi whatsoever. I'm using Bluetooth device all the time, Bluetooth headset all the time for connected with this device, but I'm not facing any kind of issue with it. So if you are facing it, please write in the comments below. Number second issue which I'm having is the dark mode. So the way the dark mode has been implemented is something which I'm not liking it. It was better previously. So now the good thing that has happened is they have added a toggle in the notification panel itself, which is really good. But when you turn on the dark mode, you will see that this is actually grayish dark and it is not exactly black. Now this is what I don't like in this dark mode, because you are having this gray element everywhere, so it basically beats the purpose of having a dark mode, because the dark mode is actually not completely dark, it is grayish. So we do have darker elements here and there, but majority of this is in gray, which I don't like. So when you go in the setting, now this is completely dark. This is how the dark mode should have been implemented in order to save battery life, and also it looks much better than the grayish mode. So I don't know why they have implemented in this way. So it was also a feedback when it came in beta that people did not like it, the way it has been implemented. But I don't think they listened and they went ahead and gave this as a final update. Third issue which I have is this entire user interface. Even though it is a good change, I would say, but it is a very confusing user interface, because it is confused between being a stock Android user interface as well and a One UI also. Because if you see very closely, the elements which are there, they have been implemented in such a way it resembles One UI, which is from Samsung, where the top portion is only for viewing and the bottom portion is for interaction, which makes it easier for one-handed usage. But it's very touch and go in many sections of this UI. It's not there uniformly. And the best example of this is the power menu, or the switch off menu. When you hold the power button for a very long time, look at this, where are the elements coming? They are right at the top, so again you have to reach over here. And basically this is one of the ugliest power off menu I've seen. It is right at the top, and for a user interface which is actually trying to be one-handed friendly, this is very difficult, and this is going in the opposite direction. So I don't know what is happening with this. They are not exactly consistent with the UI. If they want to be One UI, then it should have been implemented throughout the user interface, or if they wanted to be like stock Android, then that should have been the case. It's half stock Android and half One UI. It's really confusing, and I don't know why OnePlus has done it, because Oxygen OS was pretty much better, which was there in its own rights, and whatever they have done is completely bizarre. I would like your views on it as well, so you can write in the comments below what you think about it. uh, Another bug which I'm having is when you charge the device, when you put it on charge, now it tells you the remaining time which is there for charging. So basically it's a very nice move. It was there in all the devices previously. It arrived on OnePlus right away. But the problem is, again, that is not consistent. It does not stay there all the time. it is random. So like when you connect the charger, it will not tell you how much time is remaining. All of a sudden, when you will check, when you will try to check that how much the phone has charged, there it will be like 23 minutes remaining or 20 minutes remaining. So again, it's not very consistent. It should have been there right from the beginning till the end, which is a good move. Otherwise it should not have been there. Again, it's in between, so it's very confusing for the user to know and like what to expect from the user interface, because there are these elements which are not executed properly, I would say. They are not exactly bugs, they are this elements which were not thought of completely and yet put in the final update. So I don't know how you people feel about it. So you can express your views in the comments below and let me know. And the last and a very big problem, and this is really a bug that I'm facing, is in the games. So while playing the games, I'm facing tremendous frame drops which was not there before at all. So the same game, the same update which was there on the game, when played before the Android 11 update, it was really smooth, no issues whatsoever, excellent gameplay at the highest graphics. And now there are frame drops even on the lowest graphics. I don't know if everyone is facing it. There were a few comments on my last video about it, so I would like you to tell me if your device is also facing it. But this is a really serious issue on a device with Snapdragon 865. It is the highest end Android device possible. Okay, 865 plus is out there, but that's just 10-15% maximum graphics difference, which is also a lot, which I'm telling. It's much lower than that. So this should not happen on a device with 865. I don't know why this is happening on all the games. Severe frame drops and the game just become unplayable in between. So I would like you people to tell me if you are facing the same while playing the games, and if this is a really serious issue for you. Because for me, yes, it is a really serious issue, because I use this device for gaming a lot. And if I'm having this issue just after 6 months, just because of a stable large update has released, I think the update is something, I think it is rushed. It feels rushed overall with all the bugs which are present, and I believe that they need to release the next update very quickly in order to solve and fix all these bugs, so that the users are able to update it, because many devices are yet to get this update. So I would recommend you not to update your device, wait for these bug fixes and then do the update. Otherwise, if your devices are facing all these bugs, then you won't like the user experience, because other people are facing update bugs like Wi-Fi connection issues, Bluetooth issues, or even the call issues, which when messaging app issues as well, which I'm not facing but other people are. So yeah guys, these were all the bugs and errors which my device was facing. Now I would like you to comment below that what issues your devices are facing, and if anyone is having any solution, you can also put it over there, so we can make this as a problem and a solution center in the comments below. And yeah guys, this was the video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.